What's up, guys? Ted from Immersion here, and I'm back with another D&D Weekly Update. Not a ton of news, I guess, in the true sense of the word. However, we do now have pretty much an outline of what every product is going to be, presumably from now, June, till the end of the year. All those ones we weren't sure about what they were going to be, kind of things we'd heard about. Those are all now laid out before us, and I'm going to go over all of those. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, be sure to stay tuned. So, without further ado, let us jump right in. For those of you who watched the stream of Annihilation live, or watched any of my coverage of it, or have seen other people cover it, some of these things are probably going to seem redundant to you. However, if you look at the timing of when they're going to come out, that post we saw a while back that was like, we're going to have a new product on this date, and the pricing looked a little bit off, like not a full book, this is going to answer all of that for you. So, coming in on September 19th for $19 American, US dollars here, you're going to get the Tomb of Annihilation dice set. I don't think we've actually ever seen one of these before, like a official Wizards one kind of tied to an adventure, at least not in 5th edition. There are like Wizards of the Coast dice set, the kind of cool smoky gray with the red numbers. So this is a kind of green metallic dice tin, metal embossed with a classic devil face that appears on the cover, and a full set including a D10, a D12, a D20 rather, a D12, 2D10, a D8, 4D6, and a D4. So this is a full 10 dice set. One thing that I'm not really entirely sure about is why all of the other dice have this kind of darker green, and the D20 is kind of like this kind of lighter green. To me, honestly, that looks kind of stupid. I think they should all be the same color. The only thing I can think of is if this is anything like the kind of the official Wizards one, like all those other dice are fairly small size, and the D20 is significantly larger. If you saw any of the stream of Annihilation, I think they had a big bowl full of D20s, and it was they're like, I don't know if your regular D20 is like yay big. These are about like yay big. They're a little bit bigger. I'm not exactly sure on the size. I've seen them in person. They're bigger. And these also, from what I can tell, again, from a straight image, these are kind of run-of-the-mill dice. I'm not super impressed. They look just like a solid green die with white numbers. Again, this is a picture, but it doesn't even look like those are inset. I'm assuming they will be. But just solid green with white numbers. You'd think... I was thinking maybe they glow in the dark, because that could be kind of a cool thing with that green color. Maybe they glow in the dark, but I can't really see myself buying these other than the fact to give you guys a review of them, unless maybe I can just go to a game shop and open them, take a look, and be like, this is what they are. My hopes are maybe they're translucent, or, maybe they have something going for them, but other than that, not too impressed. Okay, this is one we probably hadn't heard of, or you may not have heard of. It's kind of more recent. The D&D Adventure Grid. So this is going to be $25 US, coming out in October. This is the October product we heard of. So, this sturdy double-sided grid-lined play surface is ideal for playing D&D when it gets tactical, when you don't want to do theater of the mind. One side features a stone floor, good for dungeon and city encounters alike, while the other features terrain usable for a wide range of rural and wilderness encounters. Additionally, the D&D Adventure Grid folds up for easy transport and storage, and can be used with both wet erase and dry erase pens interchangeably. What a lot of people are saying is if you look at this sort of looks like a hardcover book, and that the thought process is this will fold up nicely and fit inside this cover so that it's protected. And then as long as it folds up nicely, the creases aren't too bad, you shouldn't have any problems. This... we don't get dimensions on how big this is. Honestly, this I'm probably going to pick up, so you can expect a review, because you can never have too many wet erase mats, especially if you run dungeons. You're going to want to have layers. I don't know. I've never seen an official one. The only one I ever remember from back in the day was the paper one. Do I have it here? What's it? Come here. Yep. Is this bad boy from 3.5. Some of you guys may recognize this. This was Mine's seen better days here. Oop, yep, as you can tell. Looks like this, without the rip, typically. This was kind of perforated and included in the back of the Dungeon Master Guide in 3.5. So you can see that, and then the one side is just a white grid, and then this other side has rooms with numbers on them, and I believe it was tied to like a sample dungeon in the back of the old Dungeon Master Guide. So I'll probably be picking this up just because. This also saw or heard about the character sheet. This is going to be $10. This is going to be coming out in 8 days. Some of you guys may already have this if this does get early game store treatment, like other Wizards products. So inside the pockets of this lavishly illustrated protective folder, you find a full set of 5th edition character sheets for use in any D&D campaign. 3 additional styles of double-sided character sheets and giving veteran players options based on their individual play preference, and spell sheets for keeping track of their magical repertoire. Each character sheet provides plenty of room to keep track of everything that makes a character unique. Also included is an intro character sheet designed specifically to help ease new players into the game. Fans can use these character sheets to welcome new players to the world's greatest role-playing game, or choose a variant that fits their preferences. This I will be picking up. I may be picking it up tomorrow, so that I can sit down and do a review for you guys here, because this is interesting. I'm curious what different kind of character sheets are here. And I'm sure it'll be very shortly after, if it's not out already, that people have scanned these in, and you can probably find them for free. So, there you go. That was, what did I say? That was June. This is not one of them. This is coming out September 30th. We kind of talked about these. There's an article on the main website now. First volume contains B1 and B2 to 5th edition. Keep on the Borderlands, made by Goodman Games, updated to 5th edition. So, commentary by gaming luminaries on history. New interview with gaming legend Mike Carr, author of B1. Digitally restored scans of both B1 and B2, including multiple printings of B2. I went through 9 printings in its original form, and there are material differences between the first 3 printings and subsequent. These changes in monster stats and significant differences in interior art. 2 printings are presented in their entirety to highlight these differences. Historical material also includes the true story behind the cover art of B1, which was the only cover image TSR ever published that featured the signatures of both David Trampier and David Sutherland. A thorough and complete conversion of B1 and B2 to 5th edition rule sets, fully playable with original maps. New 5th edition content, including additional details on areas including the Cave of Chaos, including at long last the Cave of Unknown. Additional material for playing B1, including several completed monster and treasure assortments ready for play. A variety of additional essays, commentary, and other material for play. The deluxe hardcover volume is anticipated to be available at Gen Con with general release in September 2017. Additional information at Goodman Games. I'm going to be picking this up as well, if anything, for additional cool official 5th edition content, as well as it's a collector's item, and I want to do a review for you guys. So that is that. Next up is the DM Screen Reincarnated. Here we see the official art here. Coming out September 19th for $15. Screen's orientation allows the player to see beyond the screen and reach over, even as it keeps die rolls hidden. I mean, this is a DM screen. How much are they really going to say? An at-a-glance reference for most relevant, often in-game information. Excellent resource for new and existing DMs. Blah, blah, blah. So there we go. That is that. I'm going to open this because I don't think I had this open. Just to see if we get any additional information. So this here, we have the Tomb of Annihilation book. There we go. For levels 1 to 11. We weren't sure. Now we know. The game goes from levels 1 to 11. Talk of the Streets and Taverns has been all about the so-called curse, or death curse, a wasting disease afflicting everyone who's been raised from the dead. Victims grow thinner and weaker each day, slowly but steadily sliding towards the death they once denied. When they finally succumb, they can't be raised, and neither can anyone else, regardless of whether they've ever received the miracle in the past. Temples and scholars of divine magic are at a loss to explain a curse that has affected the entire region and possibly the entire world. The cause is a necromantic artifact called the Soulmonger, which is located somewhere in Cholt, a mysterious peninsula far to the south, ringed with mountains and choked with rainforests. Wow, it's been a long day. Again, September 19, $50. This, if we talked about way back, if you missed that, this was, again, designed by Chris Perkins and others as well. and consulting from the creator of Adventure Time, Pendleton Ward. And then we've got Xanathar's Guide to Everything. We have more information here, I believe. If not, I can get you more. There was additional information announced. So this is, again, November 21st for $50. There is a special edition cover, as we saw. Complete rules for more than 20 new subclasses for 5th edition D&D, including the Cavalier. Oh! Well, fuck. We got some of them right here. Okay. The Cavalier, the Inquisitive, the Horizon Walker, and many more. Okay, the Inquisitive is a rogue. We saw this way back in the Gothic character update. The Cavalier, I feel, as I've said before, kind of lackluster, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, because it was in the Unearthed Arcana on Monday for revisions. The Horizon Walker was the new updated Ranger, which I didn't think would make it at all, because I thought it was kind of meh, but alright. Dozens of new feats and spells, and a system to give your character a unique randomized backstory. So, confirmed, we have updated downtime, we have updated traps, we have, in this and another article that I read on Geek and Sundry, Wizards only get one new subclass, that we knew, but there's a bunch of new spells and new magic items. They said there for Wizards, I'm pretty sure that meant for everybody, but new, which is great for new magic items because these are published, these are official. This could show up in your Adventure League game, something to that effect. But yeah, dozens of new feats, which I'm going to assume is the skill and ratio-based ones we saw in Unearthed Arcana. Maybe some additional new ones. And a system to give your character and a variety of systems and tools that provide Dungeon Masters new ways to personalize their home games, while also expanding the way players can engage in organized play and shared world campaigns. Also, things we have heard since this that I may not have mentioned, it has been 100% confirmed that none of the new classes we receive in Xanathar's Guide to Everything will be new ones. They're going to basically be ones that were in Unearthed Arcana previously. Ones we've seen demoed, and probably the ones that everybody liked the most will rise to the top, which is why the Cavalier and the Horizon Walker sort of shock me, but they're there. And again, I guess probably, Favored Soul, Hexblade, Ancestral, Guardian Barbarian. I'm hoping, big hope, Revised Ranger published in a book is the big hope for me, because that'll be great for other folks out there. Especially with all the dinosaur riding and things that can happen in Tomb of Annihilation. So that is a thing. We have also heard they will be reprinting some of the Sword Coast Adventure Guide subclasses in Xanathar's Guide to Everything. They have said, Mike Merles and Jeremy Crawford, these are mostly on tweets back and forth to people saying that this does not count against the number of new classes. We've heard 3 for all, except for 1 for Wizard, which puts us over 33. A lot of people have been toting 24. Here, this says 20. They have ensured, though, that number, whatever the number is, 25, 24, 33, that does not include the ones from the Sword Coast Adventure Guide. So those ones from the Sword Coast Adventure Guide being brought in are not counted in the number of the 20-plus new classes. They also said they wouldn't be Sword Coast specific ones. So they basically full out confirmed that Purple Dragon Fighter won't be in it. I'm sure you're really broken up about it, as it's one of the weakest fighter classes out there, in my opinion. But I don't know if that means a no to Battle Ragers and Blade Singers as well. There wasn't that many. Sun Soul Monk, Long Death Monk. Those are orders in the Forgotten Realms, if I recall. But I can't really think of Long or Undying Warlock, maybe. I don't really know what they're going to print. Maybe the Undying Warlock will get printed in here if they added cool new Undying subclasses. Or not subclasses, Undying Invocations in Xanathar's Guide to Everything. So, we have that. Moving on. They're calling it the Epic Level Starter Pack, Icons of the Realms. They had released these before. They look to basically be the same characters we saw before. in the first Icons of the Realms starter set. This is set to come out in June. This looks to be basically those same characters, but updated. 6 heroes from the Icons of the Realms starter set. Continues the adventures of the 6 heroes from the Icons of the Realms starter set. Includes an alternative clear version of the Halfling Thief. Includes 7 new miniatures and a foldable 21 by 15 inch map for your next adventure. So that's kind of cool. That is running you $24. That is set to come out in June. It may be out already. We can see the kind of Dwarven Cleric has these cool transparent effects, and the elf, Sorcerer, maybe, the Moon Elf, and then the Wood Elf kind of looks like a Wood Elf anyway. Wizard has the cool, like, fireball coming out. So that's neat. That's new. I'll be picking these up just to have them. We can kind of see the individuals here. Here's the Cleric. Barbarian. Here's that one elf. Here's the other elf. You get the picture. So, that's coming out. I didn't bother going to D&D Beyond. They posted it on their Facebook, but there's been an update to the beta for D&D Beyond. Global search is now available. That's just a small feature that you can search out now. They did confirm in the stream of Annihilation that supposedly by the end of June we will have beta phase fully rolled out that allows character building. Also, from the folks at WizKids, we heard about this at the stream of Annihilation, is this Beholder Trophy. Capture beauty in the eyes of the D&D Beholder Trophy figure, but beware one glance, blah blah blah. With its spectacular glass-like eyes, nothing can escape its gaze. Made from foam, rubber, and latex. It's been carefully hand-painted for realistic detail. A hard, integrated multi-hardpoint system which allows you to hang the figure from the ceiling. Hardpoint eyelet at the top. How you allows you to hang it and have it look straight ahead. A second eyelet positioned further back on the head allows for hanging the trophy higher with a downward glance. Hardpoint eyelets on the bottom allow for additional securing to prevent swinging or torquing that could play havoc with the security systems. What security systems, rather? Mounting hardware not included. Professional installation required. It's not out yet. It is, I think, about yay big. They don't actually have any dimensions on it here. So that is that. And then lastly, kind of alluded to already, on Monday, the first of the month, we received revised class options for the Circle of the Shepherd Druid, the Cavalier Fighter, the Oath of Conquest Paladin, and the Celestial Warlock, which was previously known as the Undying Light Warlock. They have since updated it. And then the Eldritch Invocations, several Eldritch Invocations for the Warlock. And again, the subclass, is this for the previous set of subclasses? Let's see. No, this is the... Okay, the survey is out currently for this revised subclass. So you can go ahead and take the survey, make sure you fill out these. They do take this feedback heavily into account because they want to make sure that people playing the game enjoy the way they're playing it. So I highly recommend you do that because this does ultimately affect you guys. It's still a little bit early, so I don't know how many of... I'm assuming the next few months are probably going to be revised subclass Unearthed Arcana to help polish Xanathar's Guide to Everything. The book's printing in November, though, so I don't know how many updates they can make between now and then. But I guess we'll see. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. You can check out the videos above me here. Horde of the Dragon Queen, which will probably be running, streaming this evening by the time you're watching it. We have a new character join, a new lady join. And the caravan rolls north from Waterdeep, rolls north of Baldur's Gate, heading towards Waterdeep, as the party plays Recon with the Cult of the Dragon. You can also check on the other video, which is Out of the Abyss. We have completed the maze engine, and in that video is when we first take on not just one, but 2 Demon Lords. Be sure to tune in Tuesday night, assuming things are all set to go, to see what happens after, the aftermath of the Demon Lord fight, and then what exactly happened there. And the party potentially is going to go to Menzo Baranzan. So if you want to see us probably bungle it up with a bunch of drow, be sure to check that out. Anyway, guys, I guess I should probably switch the scene so that you can see what I'm talking about, these videos up above me. So be sure to let me know what you guys think about these various accessories that are coming out to D&D 5e from Wizards of the Coast. Some of these I'm super excited about, other ones I could kind of live without. I want to know what you guys think. You can also click over here to subscribe to the channel so you stay up to date on things that we are putting out. If you're unaware that Nerd Immersion has a website, nerdimmersion.com is a thing. I've been updating and revamping our D&D section. I made a separate section for it, so if you want to track any of our campaigns, the videos, you can track the playlists on YouTube. They're in a little bit more of an easily clickable format. I'm also in the process of adding character sheets so you can view any of the characters you see on any of our streams. You can go and view their full character sheet to see what stats they're working with and things of that nature. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.